The Nintendo 64 does not hold up well to modern standards. It hasn't aged well, and it's not as fun as people remember. Now, that statement I made a few weeks ago wasn't necessarily meant at just the students in my classroom. It was meant for pretty much everyone. Now, the response from that video was, well, of course, it's a bunch of kids nowadays who were born in, 2010, 2012. They don't like these old games. They don't know what's good for them, and all that good stuff that the gray beards like to say here on the internet. But a lot of the sentiment from that video came from the fact that me, coworkers, and friends have tried at school, at parties, at gatherings to take out the N64 and play GoldenEye again, or play Mario Kart 64 again, and in general, we'll play one round of it and then we'll put it back down. I've said it time and time again, I bought an N64 just to play Ocarina of Time and for the multiplayer aspect, so we had one at my house when people came over. But I've tried time and time again to sit down with people my age in their 30s and 40s and play the Nintendo 64. It just doesn't hold up well. It's just not that much fun. And that's because the fun, sure, at the games at the time were fun, but the fun mainly comes from the fact that you were with your friends having a good time playing a four-player game. And that wasn't the most common thing in the world. I think the Nintendo 64, it wasn't the first console to have four ports built in from the get-go, but it was probably the most popular console to have four ports built in from the start. And it's not to say that you and your friends in your 30s or 40s or even older or even younger can't get together and enjoy the Nintendo 64. It's just something that I've tried to do across both my adult friends and here at school with my students, and no one seems to really respond to it anymore. There's also the comment of, if they just play this one game for the N64, then everything will be great. They'll play that one game and they'll see just how amazing the system is. That doesn't work either. That doesn't make sense at all for anyone. If a system has one game that's great, that's playable still, but it's not like they're going to play one thing on the system and say, oh, now this is totally worth it. It's incredible. It's just one of those systems that came out, had a huge impact on how games were made and developed and how they were designed. It had a huge impact on a lot of kids because they got together with their friends, played a lot of couch co-op, endless nights playing that, having a good time, getting those core memories formed. But, 20 some years later, does it hold up? No, and it never will.